Hello, everyone. Today we are talking to Mantas Badikonis, the CEO of Gym Plus, about proven ways to generate additional revenue in 14 low-cost clubs. Hi, Mantas. Welcome on the show.
Hi, David. Hi. Nice to see you.
Yeah. So today we have a great topic for many club operators. They're looking for ways to generate, additional revenue, especially after multiple lockdowns and right now running inflation. So I'm especially, happy to have the possibility to talk with you and how you're doing things at Gym Plus. But before we start, tell us a bit about yourself, how you ended up in the fitness industry, and a bit about your about Gym Plus. We know that you have 14 clubs, but what's the target market and what's the strategic advantage?
Yeah, so actually, my mission at that Gym Plus company started in the middle of 2017. I actually have the background in business management, both bachelor's and master's. So I ended up because I was bought by the vision of the company at that time in 2017. The company only had 2 clubs when I joined. We were only 3 persons at the office. So I was the third one, and we started the journey. During the first year, we opened 3 new clubs. During 2018, we opened up 2 more. In 2019, we opened up 3 more clubs. Then 2020, as we all know, quarantine hit the market. So we were quiet at that time because of the, unpredictable market environment. And in 2021, we were able to open 4 more clubs. So we made the biggest expansion during the last year. So that's how we end up. Probably, yeah, that's actually it.
Mm-hmm. Mantas, when you visit your website, from the get-go, you can see, what's your strategic approach to how you structure your membership and your pricing. So it's quite different than most of the club operators because what they do, they differentiate their offer based on the length of the membership. And in your case, it's actually based on what's included within the membership. So if you could just walk us through, your membership structure, then we will, dive into that.
Yeah. So actually, David, we are doing differentiation both on the length of the membership and on the depth of the membership, which means the adds-on you can put into your membership. So basically, we are offering you the 2 options. One is the simplest one without any extra add-on, just a simple usage of the sports equipment. And our add-on consists from group trainings, sunbeds, and multi-membership, which means that you are allowed to enter all Gym Plus clubs that we have in Lithuania. Mm-hmm. So we provide our members with an option to choose those add-on by themselves. You can just pick each of that add-on by yourself, or you can buy a full package with all those add-on. So that's how we are separating our membership structure.
Mm-hmm. What's the difference in pricing? Because the basic membership, it's like 23 euros. Yeah. Then you have the premium membership. It's 29.90, like 30 euros. And then you have a Flexi. So
we have like those 2 variations on the length of the memberships. Uh-huh. So the length in our case is the obligation to pay for the 12th month, each month separately. So in this case, we are offering like the plain package without any extra adds-on for 22.9, and the full package with all adds-on included for 33.9 euros. And then we have the third option, which is only 1 month obligation to pay for 1 month in advance, and that's it. And in this case, the members are allowed to put ads on separately on their will. You can choose all ads on. You can pick just the Sunbet or the group training, whatever you want.
So right now you have 3, and if you go with all the upgrades, I check it, before the podcast, it's like 60 euros. Yeah.
Yep. But that's because you're not going into any obligation for us for the further period. Mm-hmm. So it's quite natural, because we are not sure that you as a member will give us like a continuous cash flow from your membership. We are not providing that much of discount. If you are going with obligation to pay for 12 months in advance, paying each month separately, that is like a bigger guarantee for us that you will keep with our club for a longer period, and that means more stable cash flow into our financial lines,
Mantas, what was your reasoning behind, implementing a membership structure like that? That you had, basic membership, premium membership, and then you could have a like Flexi membership with add-ons. Because if I remember from a last conversation, that you started actually with just regular memberships, like all included, the first or second club. But then
from the very beginning, because due to not that developed IT structure, we are not separating those two ones. But since we were going with more development works, we then decided to separate and put those ads on as a separate membership. In this case, we were able to provide even the lower price for those members who are not willing to pay the price for any add-on and needed only the plain membership to go to the sports hall, and that's it. So in that case, we were the first ones in Lithuania who were able to offer 24/7 services for 9.9 euros per month. So that was like a bomb in the Lithuanian market. Nobody could understand how we were doing the maths in our financials with such a low price. But since we were differentiating our brand as a budget sport club, so in our case we were providing the very low price, and we were just hitting for the high quantity of the members. So that was the reason behind. And then we decided that, okay guys, we should offer something more than the plain budget sport club with only the sport equipment, because our clubs from the very beginning was quite large in size. Mm-hmm. Our average size of the club is like around 1,500 square meters. So we had a quite significant amount of the free space, and we decided to use it for the group classes. Mm-hmm. And that's how the first add-on was entered into our membership structure. Then, as I remember, in the third club, when we were opening the third club, we had more additional free space. And then we were looking for some new add-on to put in that free space, and that's how the Sunbets arrived. Because the previous owner and the CEO of the Gym Plus were always looking for some innovations, and how to use those free spaces for some extra advantages that we could provide comparing to our competitors at the local market. So that's how it was born.
A few questions to it. So how you differentiated at that time with your competitors? So one thing you mentioned that you were 24/7 club.
Yeah, that is the most significant. How to say our not the advantage, but our property that we have. Because if you ask someone from the Lithuanian market, what is the brand name which is most associated with 24/7 activity, so they probably will mention the Gym Plus brand. So that was the first significant advantage that we had. Actually, I believe that Gym Plus was the not believe, but I'm 100% sure that we were the first one that provided 24/7 access to the gym in Lithuania.
And based on the additional services, you ask the members what are their needs, or what would actually be most popular to upgrade their membership with additional service. Like, okay, why group classes I can understand, but then why sunbed? Or it was like, okay, we have a room and sunbed is popular. Okay, let's go with sunbed.
No. The logic behind was quite different that you have mentioned. The logic behind was as following. First of all, we had a free space, but that free space in size was quite limited. So we need some equipment which is not which was not that big and could fit into the limited size of area. And another thing, I think this idea came from the FIBO exhibition, because the sunbeds was one of the topic which was exhibited in that time. Mm-hmm. And of course, we saw the price of regular sunbeds services in Lithuania. And those sunbeds in Lithuania, those regular ones, were mainly with the with the lying form, where you should lie down into that sunbed. And since we were limited in space, we decided to put those into the standing line, into the standing position. That choice was made because of first of all, less cleaning, less space, and easier management of those. Because when you're standing, you cannot create that much damage when you're just rolling up and when you're lying. So that was the idea behind. When we entered the market with the gym concept, no one in Lithuania could offer you the gym membership lower than 30 or 40 euros per month. That was the lowest limit, Doing sports in some basement still costs at that time like 30 or 40 euros. And our idea was to offer the ability to do sports for especially low price. So the same story came with the group classes, that we were able to offer those for like additional 5 euros per month, And the same story came with the sunbeds. If you saw that additional sunbed costs like extra 15 euros per month, where you should pay 10 euros per 3 minutes per visit, if you are offering the casual sunbed salon. So that was the idea behind. Again, the quantity and ability to offer the lowest price possible.
So introducing also additional services allowed you to actually reduce the price of the basic membership, if I understand correctly, yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and then you want do you have in mind some additional services that you would like to implement in the future? Like you're thinking about some extra things?
Yeah, of course. One of the words which is like written down on the wall is like, I don't know to which side I should move, to this side. It's like ambition. So this is one of our values, So we are always looking for something new. So of course we have some ideas, but I would like to keep it for myself, because I have like a saying, don't speak much loud when you are only have plans. So because then if you will start to speak loudly, those plans could not be made into reality.
Fair enough. Mantas, can you share with us, percentage-wise, how many members go with the basic membership, how many choose the premium membership, and then or how many also choose the Flexi membership?
Yeah, definitely. So if you give me 1 minute to be precise, I will look at the table that I was showing you at our last conversation. Yeah, so around 20% has no extra ads on. Then 50% has only the multi-membership where they are allowed to visit only all clubs in Lithuania without any extra ads on. And 30% of the customer base has all possible ads on. So something like that. Because, usually when we are offering you some I don't know, super sales campaign memberships, we are putting that multi-membership to that absolutely plain membership as a one add-on. You are allowed to go only into the sport club, but you're allowed to go in all of clubs in Lithuania. So that's why we have a 50% of those who has only one add-on of ability to use all the Gym Plus in Lithuania.
So if I remember, so now you gave us the numbers about the Flexi membership. How many of those has?
No. I gave you the number of total memberships we have. I don't separate it into the Flexi or Easy or Start, because okay, I can make it like that. Easy memberships with total package of ads on, we have 30% of total membership base of those. Okay, then we have remaining 50% of those who have, I don't know, either Flexi or Start membership with only one add-on, which is ability to use all Gym Plus clubs in Lithuania. And then remaining 20% are those who has no extra ads on. So those are either the Flexi without any ads on, or either the Start, which is without any ads on as well.
Sure. So Mantas, what are you doing? What are your strategies actually to? First, you're trying to address the part of the market that are very sensitive to the price. Yeah, so you have very low price. They can go with the basic membership. That's fine. Okay, you have them in the club, and you know that if you are working in, budget segment, you have to have a lot of members to make up for the low price. But then, okay, what are your strategies actually to upsell those members with additional service? If you could, walk us through it, or one step back, how you're, trying to right away convince people to actually go with the premium membership.
Yeah, so in all the management areas, there are two ways how to acquire the customer. So the first way is to make a new sale, yeah, and the second way is to keep your current client at your company to continue its membership or something like that. So we are using the both ways, of course. So we are making quite aggressive new membership sales campaigns, offering significant discounts and trying to acquire as much customers as possible. Of course, those major sales campaigns are made according to the seasons. All customers are starting their new sports season in the beginning of the autumn, and never start is the beginning of the new year. So that's the plain logic. And then talking about the keeping of our current members, we are making the analysis of our membership base. We always tracking which of those memberships are going to the end, and then we are trying to make the upsell, as you called it. So before each month, we just gather the numbers of those memberships who are ending, and we are making the sales calls to them, asking them to continue offering again some extra ads on, trying to convince to go into the membership with more ads on, and etc. So that's the plain logic of the sales campaigns.
So for new members, what you're saying, you have twice a year very aggressive campaigns. Aggressive meaning a very good price, yeah. It's very good price. I understand that the good price is for the premium membership. That if somebody joins, then they will have some. If I remember, you said that there's some discount, yeah, for first X number of months.
Yeah, again, David, we are not doing some, I don't know, new magic into the sales. We are just, since we are like a budget sport club, we are trying to to prove each of our decision based on the numbers, because numbers for us are everything. Because each new client, when we hit like the 0 line and EBITDA line, each new member is like a pure profit for us. So the quantity for us is like the top priority, and we are using a lot of methods how to manage that quantity. Not the exclusion is the sales campaign. So we always try to plan our budget for the marketing campaign, which is also very aggressive during our sales campaign. We plan the creative idea, we plan the price structure and etc. But everything is based on our current experience that we got, and from our calculations how customers are used to react to certain marketing and pricing activities. So this is nothing you cannot find in any management book if you just read it sometime before.
Let's focus right now on actual renewals, because this is kind of interesting. So you said that, okay, right now each month you're generating a list and you're calling to people. So from our last conversation, you don't have sales team inside the company, you outsource it. Yeah,
again, we are the budget club, so we try to keep the headquarter cost as low as possible. We only try to keep those those skills which needs the most attention into our office, and we have some strong partners. We are working on the sales. So because of our long time working experience together, I think they are working like 90% of that efficiency, that if we could try to move those sales power into our office. So we are truly believe in those guys. So we are ordering those sales power from outside of our office. That's one thing, because they're providing with more manpower, because those renewal campaigns are very short in time. So imagine how much people do you need if you need to make calls for like 1,000 or a couple of thousands members with ending membership.
So how it works? You generate each month. You generate a list of people that, okay, this month their membership is going to end. And you provide it to this company. Then I understand that you also provide, what kind of campaign what kind of offers they can provide to a client that they would like them to renew the membership.
Definitely. Exactly as you said.
And then you mentioned also. You mentioned that.
Please say.
You mentioned also that you're working on scripts, so you're helping them to design their scripts.
Because we always know the common reason of the the common reasons how our members lose motivation. Yeah, objections, how they lose their motivation to go further into the sport club. So we are just trying to find some extra motivation how to keep going, because it's like a very continuous service. If you're not using that service like permanently, for example, each week or twice a week, then you will definitely lose your motivation and lose your motive for buying that membership further. So that's how we organize our script, just trying to find the motivation for those who lost it, and try to convince them to continue, trying to overcome all of objections that they have in their mind.
So this is one of the things you mentioned. So when you start working with that company, you had some conversion rate, but then you were as when we last spoke, you mentioned that you start focusing on, okay, what are the most common objections that the clients are giving, and then yourself, you were trying to find a way to actually address them. And by doing so, you said that you increased the conversion by 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, actually more than that. That increase into results came, I think, from the two sources. One of which you already mentioned. So of course we made some improvement into our scripts, because we were listening what our members were talking, what objections they used to our offers that we have provided. And of course, another source for that increase came from the experience, because those agents who were working and still working on that renewal programs, they just got more experience. They know how to talk now, because the team inside that company on our project is quite stable. The project management is a long time employee there. So that's how that increase came to our company.
So Mantas, can you share with us actually, what were the most common objections, and how what kind of script and how you overcome those objections? At least 1-2 examples.
Yeah, the first objection, I changed the location, because our membership base is quite a young one, so they are moving a lot, changing their living spaces. So since we increased the number of total of our clubs, that helped a lot, because we are able to offer more locations for those who are using it as an objective. Like, I don't have any location of yours somewhere nearby me. So that is the I think main reason. Again, another reason is that I don't have enough time to do sports. So again, we are 24/7. You can do sports in the late evening. You can do it into the early morning. So that's not a problem. I cannot remember the specific words. Before I joined the sport club, I was like working in sales and financial sector. So yeah, I'm good at that, but you need to give me some certain citation. But yeah, top main objectives is I change the location of my living space, and I don't have enough time to do some sports. So since we are now the largest sport club chain in Lithuania, and we are 24/7, so those two are quite easy to manage. Another, it's like too much of the occupation inside our clubs, because at the peak periods there are always many members inside our gyms. But again, 24/7 is the main reason that you can choose whatever time you want to enter it, and this is like this is like the rule, when we are opening the new club. From the very beginning, it is like a completely crowded during the peak periods, and then members starting to complain about you guys. You need to somehow limit the flow of the members and etc. And then just when the time is passing, all of those members are just how to say, finding their own time when to go to gym, and that flow then becomes more even. Those two peaks in the morning and in the evening, they're not that great as it is from the very beginning. So yeah.
Mantas, thanks so much. Actually, I would like to end here. Yes, so you're the largest gym operator in Lithuania. It's a very unique thing that you're doing. I would say that you're outsourcing the sales, that actually you are calling members. So this is for sure worth checking for others, how the financial works. And maybe it's worth it to hire an outsourced call center to follow up at scale with your members. So Mantas, thanks so much. I hope that and I know that for sure for many club operators it will be very, very interesting, how you're doing things. For those who would like to get in touch with you online, where they can find you.
Yeah, so I think as usual they can find me at LinkedIn. Just enter my name and surname, which is down on the screen, and I hope they will find me very easy.
Sure. Mantas, thanks so much.
Thank you, David. It was a pleasure as always.